It's high time to address the donkey in the room. What the heck is going on with the Democratic Party? Here's one answer.
The Democrats have lost millions of people. They've gone crazy. Honestly, I think they're crazy. They suffer major Trump derangement syndrome, and it's turned out to be actually a disease, but it's a disease of weak people and stupid people.
But someone may want to remind President Trump that he, too, is not very popular. The Economist has his approval rating at around 39%, disapproval at 56%, and net negative, I do the math, 17 points. That's lower than it was at this time in Trump's first term, just about where President Biden sat after his disastrous debate performance last summer. No bueno. More alarmingly, data suggests that Trump has lost all or most of the ground that he picked up with young voters in 2024. An August Pew poll found that Trump's approval among voters under the age of 35 who backed him in the 2024 elections has now dropped by 23 points. Trump has failed to deliver on two of the most important issues to young voters, the economy and accountability on Jeffrey Epstein, and they're making their displeasure known. But do you know what Trump does have? He has his party united behind him, unlike the Democrats. According to Gallup, 91% of Republicans view their own party favorably, up from 87% last October, while Democratic favorability has fallen to 73%, down from 92% just a year ago. Now, that's partly because Trump doesn't tolerate any dissent amongst the ranks, and it's partly because Democrats are furious at allowing Trump to win again. But Democratic infighting is more existential than just one big election defeat. They can't agree on what they stand for. Should they move to the center or further to the left? Should they flee, quote, wokeism or double down on social issues when they matter the most? Nor are Democrats looking particularly good after forcing a government shutdown over health insurance. That may have something to do with the fact that only about 3% of Americans view health care as the most important issue for the country right now. Democrats are equally unsure about how to communicate what they do or don't stand for to the American people. Should they go full Gavin Newsom with his Trump-mocking tweets and alt-right podcast appearances? Or should they embrace their inner Bernies and Mamdanis and just focus on the economy, stupid? Trump, for all his foibles, certainly knows how to control the narrative. One prominent young Democrat thinks that's a lesson his party must learn.
I think that Democrats have been slow to understand the changes in how people get their information, slow to understand some of the cultural changes that have been happening, and maybe most problematic of all, too attached to a status quo that has been failing us for a long time.
With the midterms just about a year away, Democrats only need to pick up a handful of seats to control the House. But with Republicans doing everything they can to pad their lead, there's no guarantee that a blue wave will come next November.